What's going on, guys? Back gonna play some more of the Forgotten City, and we left off with helping out Virgil with his whole getting harassed from Rufus, and now we're gonna see what we can do with getting Gaius to be elected magistrate. So, and then we found out that, yeah, we're basically in the underworld. So, try and face God there too eventually. We'll see how that leads. I got to figure out how we're going to get there. So, we will see. Alright. Oh, yeah. And we did get this list. Right? Yeah. Oh, we got the Roman plaque, don't we? I don't know how good this is going to be, but probably could have used this earlier to figure out some things. Alright, so step one. Oh yeah, we do have this flower.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them? Ah, good one. But seriously, how did you know? That's a shame. Now everybody's gonna think I'm some kind of oracle for knowing the future before it happens, and I have no way of explaining it. Hey, maybe the patricians will start treating me with a bit more respect. But then again, probably not. All right, I'll leave you to it, friend.
Okay.
Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Oh, and I'm in the running for magistrate. Feeling kind of nervous, but I'm hoping it'll all be worth it when I order Dooley's release. I just hope I'll have the votes I need. Now, what's on your mind?
That's the thing we need to do.
How did you know I wanted that flower? Did someone tell you? I suppose that's on me for letting it slip.
Tell you.
Never mind. This is going to make her so happy. Equitia, I mean. Now I just have to figure out how to give it to her. What I really want to do is walk up to her, give her the flower, and confess I've been madly in love with her since the moment we met. But on the other hand, I can't shake the feeling that the consequences could be terrible. You mean, aside from her execution? You see, Equitia is a Vestal priestess, meaning she's taken a vow of chastity, the breaking of which would be an extremely serious affront to the gods and a capital offense. Even if she was just suspected of being unchaste, it could lead to her execution. Unchaste Vestals get buried alive. Oh, and I'd get flogged to death for good measure. But at the same time, she's just so kind and graceful, and I feel so much love for her that if I don't tell her, it'll burn a hole in my chest. I don't know what to do. What do you think? What would you do?
Well, interesting.
Now that I hear you say that out loud, I hear how crazy it is. I think maybe I need to be a bit more cautious. What I need is a go-between. Someone who can tell her how I feel and find out how she feels without risking her life. What do you say? Do you think you could help me one more time?
All right, whatever.
Wonderful. Now, all I need you to do is give her the flower and tell her it's from a secret admirer. Tell her I'll keep my distance and that I just want her to know that she's loved.
Whatever.
Thank you. Come back as quick as you can and tell me what she says.
Okay.
Ave again. Did you find what you need? Oh, how lovely. It just happens to be my favorite, too. Who do I have to thank for this? I see. So, it's from Galerius, then?
Huh.
Of course I do. I think
Fortune
everyone in the
smile on you,
city
brother.
knows. That man is a wonderful human being, and my favorite person in the world. But he is the least subtle secret admirer you could imagine. The way he looks at me with those puppy dog eyes. Plus, he's been trying for weeks to get his hands on this flower. He went to so much effort, too, suspending that rope above the lake, inventing that pulley device all on his own. He'd just stand there each morning, looking at the flower, trying to summon the courage to seize it. Oh, my heart. Tell that adorable oaf that my Vestal's vow of chastity ends once I turn 36. So if we ever make it out of here, and he doesn't mind waiting a few years, then tell him I love him too. I hope so.
Alrighty then.
See you again soon, I hope.
So I gotta get other people convinced to get what's his name elected.
Welcome back. Well, Cynthia seems to know what he's doing. Nobody's broken the golden rule under his watch so far. All right. Nice to talk to you.
Ah, you again. Cynthia's military man knows what he's doing. No. See you around.
There's not enough votes for Galerius yet, though. That is a concerning thing.
Welcome.
Don't believe a word they tell you. Shalom.
I think he's the only
Galerius.
one.
He saved my life. I have a feeling he can do a lot more if given the chance.
Okay.
I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to. There are still two places I've never been able to reach. First, the palace. If Navia managed to get in, then I suppose Scintilla could have too. The only other place she could be is somewhere in the Cistern network. I remember hearing
He
that
just
Dooley
loves
had been poking
springtime.
around in the upper cistern before he was locked up. So you could ask him about it, I suppose.
Alright.
All right, friend. Thanks for the chat.
Hmm.
What now? Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Cynthia's.
Alright. Not enough people to vote for him, so I need
Wow, isn't that a big long bow? Unless you want me to slip some hemlock into your next drink, get out!
Alright. Feel this is gonna work.
The many shall suffer for the sin.
I need to do that too, so. Gotta go! Get out of here, get out of here. Run! Hurry up, yo. Ain't got time for you. Let's go. Needed that to happen. I knew that the one thing was an achievement there. That's why I did the whole credit stuff. Where in the world? Come on, Cynthia. Let's go, man. Alright. Doing all this might help him get the votes he needs.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back? Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
Alright. So. Get this.
Oh no. All right, I can do that. Poor Virgil. Poor Rufus too, I guess. All right, got it. All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood. What? Are you... You're serious, aren't you? I doubt Demeter will let me talk to him, but I'll make sure he passes on the message. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Need to do all this so that way you can get some votes. I feel like so you can't use that. Right.
Ixion turns.
Well, see here. See, I've never seen him do any of this stuff. That's interesting that he does.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not... making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city.
Lucretia, no time to explain. I'm supposed to give you the Sylphium resin for Julia.
What? Quick, give it here. I'm just going to help us.
Oh, yeah.
Greetings and greetings. I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very well. Ask me what you will.
Alright.
And in a city full of Romans, you are asking me? Because I am Greek. Let me tell you something about Greeks and Romans. My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios, and they think, ah, he must mean Georgius. Good Roman name. They do this all the time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us, but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from? At first, I pull my hair out. After a while, I give up, and I become Georgius the Roman. I accept the world is Romana. Plus, I have no hair left to pull. But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plague you seek was pilfered from a collection of old Greek relics by none other than Dully. He cannot help it. Like a typical Roman, he likes shiny things, especially those that once belonged to my people. And besides, it makes him happy. So I say, let him keep it. I believe he still has it with him, in his cell, just opposite the Temple of Demeter. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Let's see here. Aurelia.
A golden bow.
Wait.
Just like Apollo and Diana's.
Okay, yeah.
Hello? Hello? Have we met before? Do you like it? It's shiny, innit? It makes me happy just looking at it. But if I gave it to you, then I wouldn't have it anymore, and I'd be sad. Well, if you get me out of here, then I wouldn't need it anymore because I'd already be happy. Then you could have it, and you'd be happy too. Like Galerius. He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. Yeah, Galerius will let me out. Then you can have my plaque, and everyone will be happy.
Alright. So he's got the plaque. Aurelia. We'll get this over with too.
Strength back. And we'll celebrate properly when you're ready.
I will. Thank
I wonder if he's already dead. He should have already done this.
A new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Why does it not let me do that?
Welcome back.
Okay. It doesn't want me to do it.
Hello there, friend. May I say, that is a glorious bow you're carrying. Do you mind if I ask where you acquired it? Well, I'll take your word for it. But perhaps you'd be interested in selling it to me. I mean, it's not as if you have any use for it down here. Now you're talking, I'm interested. How about 100 denarii? Oh, that's a little excessive, don't you think? It's not the bow of Ulysses we're talking about. All right. But I'm going to need you to tell me before I pay up. Wait. Let's not be too hasty, friend. I just want a little assurance that I can trust you, that's all. I suppose you're right. All right, you drive a hard bargain, but here's your money. Now, the location of that bow. What? But I already knew that, you imbecile. Everyone knows that. I can't take that golden bow because stealing from the goddess in her own shrine would break the golden rule. You promised to tell me where I could get one of my own. What is this? Some kind of joke? I don't believe this is happening. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Name's Rufus. Better watch your step. Galerius. Sorted out my rheumatism. For the first time in a long time, I'm not in
So that's like
pain.
3 bolts right there.
Fine. See you around.
Welcome back.
See if it'll let me do it this time.
Galerius, definitely. He put an end to the notes and graffiti I've been receiving. All right. Nice to talk to you.
So that should be 3 votes right there.
Greetings and salutations.
I don't know who he's gonna vote for.
Hello again, my sartorial friend. What is on your mind? Galerius. Did you know he saved the life of my young friend Fabia? The man is a hero. But of course, I hope...
So he's got 4 votes, so he should win the election then. We need to talk to Galeria, or Galerius. We gotta tell him about his love stuff.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
Aurelia should tell us about the Egyptian stuff.
Ah, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia. And I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before. A certain learning and sophistication. Oh, I see. You prefer the company of men. Maybe you should go and make friends with Virgil instead. I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern? Not for a few weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was sitting at a table with Georgius, whispering about some job. I remember because they kept looking over their shoulders as if they didn't want anyone else to know. So, naturally, I hovered. The one word I kept hearing was vanishing, and then, the next day, Kibosh just disappeared. Coincidence? I think not.
Interesting. Right? Oh, she's just a Kibosh thing. Does she not know?
You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here. I guess that went right over your head. Never mind. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it? Is it worth, say, 1,000 denarii to you? Well, I can't tell you too much, or you'd figure it out for yourself. But I promise you, you'll never have to spend another hour in this city ever again. Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe, but not now. Ha! It's hardly my fault if people misunderstand the terms of a deal. I mean, it does say, "Let the buyer beware," right outside my tavern. Certainly, for 10 denarii. Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair, until one day she just snapped.
We already know
This
this.
place has that effect on people. Now, she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair. I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small festival to celebrate, with entertainment and everything. can't wait to find out what it is. There used to be a midwife here, Naevia, but this place drove her mad as a Maenad. Said she could hear the statues whispering to her. Can you imagine? Fortunately for us, she locked herself in the palace weeks ago and hasn't been seen since. Good riddance, I say. Scintilla, the magistrate's youngest daughter, went missing a few weeks ago, right out from under Daddy's nose. How can we trust him to govern a city if he can't even protect his own daughter? I heard Dacius has been offering a lot of money for a bow. Of course, Cynthia's banned all weapons in the city, so I can't help but wonder what he's up to. Have you seen the way Rufus walks around staring at all the statues? He says he's afraid they're going to spring to life. But then, why does he have a collection of them in his room? I hear Galerius has a thing for Equitia, but of course she's a Vestal priestess. If she sleeps with him, the magistrate will have to bury her alive. Why do silly boys always want what they can't have? I hear there are blasphemous cultists walking among us. You know, the ones that lit the fires last year? Some even say they have a secret shrine around here somewhere. I've already told you everything I know, I'm afraid.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
So I gotta find this Kibosh guy, I guess, huh?
Don't believe a word they tell you.
I feel like we have enough votes for him. Where the heck is Galerius at? Oh my god. Interesting. Interesting. As per custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for the city, for our continued prosperity and tranquility. Seclusion, he deserves our admiration, but here I must depart from custom, for his attempt of imposing strict rule upon us is obsessive and overreaching and deserves our contempt. Interesting. Interesting. No? Okay. Still can't figure out where he's at.
Don't believe a word
Is he down here? I doubt he is.
What now? I'm not going.
Interesting.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Interesting. Oh wait. Already read that. See, that's that one. I don't know if I've been up here or not. Alright, where's Galerius at?
On your best
Isn't the
behavior, I
great
trust.
temple majestic?
Salve.
Citizen,
Don't get it. Where could he have gone?
Salve. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. Galerius just saved my life. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Well, that's about it.
You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't, cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while. Until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river and then... The next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
I gotta find Galerius. Where's this guy at? Like, now that I'm actually trying to find him, I can't find him. Maybe he's all the way up there at the... Interesting. What the world is up with that? So I gotta get broken in there. How do I do that though? Because I don't think there's anything I can do. Oh, Galerius, where are you, man? Wait, I'm supposed to go all the way up here. Because he might be waiting up here again. I don't know, though.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
I find that one room interesting, though. We got a guard in the way. Okay, Galerius is like nowhere around here. Like, where the heck can this guy be? Maybe he's down in here somewhere, maybe? I don't know. Nothing. Yeah, I can hear you. I gotta figure out how to get in there without dying. I gotta find Galerius. Tell him to run. I don't even know where this guy's at. It's like, now that I'm looking for him, I can't even find him. Would he have went all the way up here? I mean, I haven't checked up here, you know? I just find it weird because I don't remember him walking all the way up here before, but could be wrong.
I hope you're coping.
There's something over there. I see that. Huh. I guess I'm gonna have to have all four before I can do it. Whoa, nope. There we go. Look at that. Okay, you guys say priestess. Look, I'm looking for Galerius, okay? That's who I'm looking for right now. Who is this? Octavia? What do I need from her? I don't know if I need anything from her.
I'm Octavia.
But I don't know anything
Welcome to
about her.
life under the golden rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the golden rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned. Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose. Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome, 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place. Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me. If you like. Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Well, I already got the Roman plaque, though. Right?
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Yeah, I already had the Roman plaque, so what do I need to ask that question for?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate. I hope it works out. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin? If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention. I wish I shared your faith. Ah, that's a shame. Another time, then.
Trying to figure out, let's see. I know I see that roadway leading that way, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. Is that Galerius? No, it's not. That's not. Of course not. Interesting. Ah, Rufus moved. Let's ask him about Kibosh.
Welcome to my humble store. Hello again, my sartorial friend. What is on your mind? Ah, I knew this day would come. I do not wish to lie to you, my friend, but even discussing this matter is dangerous. Please, let us leave the live coals safely beneath the ash. Very well, but the magistrate would not look kindly upon this, so please keep it to yourself. For several months now, I have been sneaking out at night to worship the gods of my ancestors in the temple of Demeter. Each day, I leave offerings of food in the hope that we may have a bountiful harvest, and yet the next day when I return, the food is missing. The offering, it is symbolic, you see. It is never eaten. So I ask, who or what is devouring the food in this temple? Stranger still. Once I sat in front of my shop like the 100-eyed Argus until dawn to see if I could spot a thief going in. But do you know what I saw? Nothing. Nobody entered. And yet when I went to take a look, my offering was gone. It is bizarre, is it not? When I told my friend Kibosh of this at the tavern, he offered to help investigate. He went in, and to my dismay, he was never seen again. It is the only Greek temple in the city. Head towards the baths, and it is the last building on your right. I do not think you should pursue this, my friend. It would break my heart to be responsible for 2 people disappearing. But you do not strike me as a kind of person to be deterred by such warnings, so just be careful, I beg you.
Alright, so got Kibosh to find, which would be in here then. Wait a minute. Oh. What do I do here? What we got? Better not be any freaky stuff down here, man. No more of them statues jumping at me. I better actually get my stuff ready. Oh my god. No, that's not what I want to do, people. Look at all this stuff down here. What in the world? Or is that this, that?
Come and join me by the fire.
This might be Kibosh.
Welcome. May I ask your name? It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here? Ah, Kibosh. I know this man. He came through here some weeks ago. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule? Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue? Wonderful. Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
It really is.
I see. Then a word of advice. If you do not want to get yourself and everyone else in this place killed, it is best that you start thinking about it, and soon. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the golden rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree? So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing? How can that be? Since they all have differences, it follows that in some cases they would offer different conclusions about what is right and wrong. If there is a correct moral code, then wouldn't it follow that only one can be the correct one? You know, I think you'd find an ally in Herodotus, the scribe from among my people who lived some 400 years ago. He told the story of a man named Galerius, whose curiosity was piqued when he learned that a certain tribe had the practice of eating their dead. He asked some Greeks who burnt their dead, "What would it take for you to eat your dead?" Aghast, they replied, "Nothing." Then he asked the tribe who ate their dead, "What would it take for you to burn your dead?" "Nothing," they replied, equally aghast. From this, Herodotus concluded that custom is king, that right and wrong are merely local ideas which do not survive the journey from one tribe to another. I take it you're in agreement? Then let me ask you this. If you visited a tribe where they ate each other, copulated with the dead and drank wine from cups made out of human skulls, would you still maintain that within such a tribe there is nothing wrong with such conduct? Disturbing. And while I do not agree with you, at least you would have the support of Herodotus. My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong. Surely you would agree there are circumstances where an exception may be made, such as where it is necessary for self-defense or to prevent a greater evil? For any rule, you can imagine there are countless situations in which that rule may be suspended, and those situations are impossible to codify. If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them. And so we must accept our limitations.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally true.
No human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. and life under tyranny is no utopia at all. I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions. I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the Shrine of Persephone became the Shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the Temple of Demeter, and hid them here, out of reach of the Romans. However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription. We had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kibosh's trail. There are certain things you must see for yourself. Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Interesting.
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
Interesting. So, it's like... He's there. We come from over there. This is going to be totally confusing, isn't it? I'm going to end up getting lost out of this whole deal. This is crazy. Well, I think I'm going to save this for another one. And we'll find Kibosh, hopefully. And we still got Galerius to get elected. Because I could never find him. So I decided to keep going right when I needed to try and find him. So. But. Yeah. Interesting enough. We shall see what we can do in the next one. Thanks for watching, and we'll go through the catacombs in the next one. And hopefully find Kibosh and the Egyptian flag and see what else the secrets are down in here. So, So, peace.